There it is, ready for the machine shop. Here we go. Just dropped them off. Forgot my GoPro, but I've always got my phone. Guy called me super quick and said the motor and the heads are ready to go. So this is actually happening faster than I thought it would. I just got the engine, everything back, the block, cylinder heads back from the machine shop today. I dropped it off Friday last week, and this is Thursday, so it took him less than a week. When I first called him, he said it was gonna take 3 to 5 weeks, and I was like, okay, whatever. So that's where part of my, I wanna be driving it by December came from. I was thinking, oh, I'm not even going to get the block back to the end of July. And then all the rotating assemblies that I can find that I want, which I'm still up in the air about, say they don't ship till the middle of August. So it's like, okay, if it doesn't, and it's estimated ship date in middle of August. Like, so maybe I'll get the block at the end of July. Maybe I'll get a rotating assembly by the end of August. And then I have to wait to order head gaskets until I get the rotating assembly. I didn't know if he was gonna deck it or whatever, so there was just like, but now I've got the main parts of it back. I know what my bores are, I know all that stuff, so now I can actually order parts and start putting them together. I need a deck bridge so that I can figure out how thick the gasket needs to be, but I can't figure that out until after I get my rotating assembly. I'm still not able to find a rotating assembly. Maybe, I don't know. If I do a stroker, I'm probably gonna have to wait for the assembly. If I don't do a stroker, I think I can find some off the shelf. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm still up in the air about the strokers because people say that it wears the engine out. Within 50,000 miles, the pistons and the block are shot and they need to be rebuilt. 50,000, I mean, it's taken me 12 years to put 60,000 on it. So 50,000, maybe it takes me 11 years to put that on. I don't know. By then, like, my kids are going to be graduating high school, and I'm probably, I don't know, I might still have this, I don't know. But, so, and I'm going everything. I mean, I've got the ARP stud kit for the heads. I'm putting forged crank, forged piston, forged rods. I mean, I'm putting bigger turbos on it, like, going to the moon on this. If it makes 800 at the wheels and that's 10 PSI or 12 PSI, I'm gonna turn it up. The only limitation I think is gonna be the stock block right now. That's why my goal is kind of 800, because I just wanna stay with the stock block. 800 is just insane on the street. I've driven some 850, 880 or 880 Hellcats on the street, and that is just mind-blowing fast on the street. That's insane. 550, 600s is very quick. 800 at the wheels on the street is just tire melting, mind-blowing, make you pee your pants fast. And it's even scarier whenever you're not driving. So that's gonna be plenty. But that's what my original goal was, and I never hit it. So I measured all my bores before I took it to the shop, and this one over here, this guy over here was actually stock size. All the other ones were undersized. So I was pretty confident I was gonna end up with a fairly close to stock bore. and I told him I did not want to bore it over unless we absolutely had to. I asked him about decking the block. He said no, that's not a good idea, but he would check it. What he did do is he cleaned it off with, I guess, a wire wheel or something, but he said it's good to go. The heads, he resurfaced and cleaned and took 8,000 off, and he said that's nothing. Still gonna double check all the measurements and make sure I've got the right gasket. I've got a pretty good digital dial bore gauge, a good set of calipers. I've got stuff to do measurements with. The other thing I'm not 100% sure on yet is the cam. I'm thinking about Summit Racing. I think it's 8728. It's their Torquenator. I think it's the Bigfoot. No, it's the Big Torquenator or something like that. That's what I'm thinking about. Choppy Chopper McChopperson is what that thing is. I've heard lots of videos. And that's kind of, I mean, if I'm going this far, I might as well get the chop, right? So I've still got decisions to make, but it's moving along at a healthy clip. I have the money to buy it now on everything. I had the money before I set out to do this. I did not want that to be the holdup. Now it's just parts availability and decisions. So comment, chime in, what do you think? Stroker, not stroker, mild cam, big cam, because the turbos are gonna make the power. Definitely going bigger turbos, but the turbos will make the power. I really want the low end torque. I want to keep that because the top end, I could just crank up the boost with a couple buttons and I get all the top end I want. So comment, tell me what you want. I mean, what do you guys think? Big cam, small cam, stroker, no stroker? I'm all about knowledge, so share whatever you've got.